This is David Haken with Casey Cafe Radio at the Walnut Valley Music Festival. I'm here with Dave Sommers, who is one of the winners in the New Song Showcase. Welcome, Dave.
Thanks. Happy to be here.
Tell us a little bit about your background in music growing up.
I come from a musical family. Both of my parents were singers and musicians. Some of my earliest childhood memories are standing next to my mom at the piano, singing show tunes and whatnot, and Dad taking his guitar to the grand folks' house and singing old country ballads, some Johnny Cash and Mel Tillis and such. I was in singing groups all through growing up, and I grew up in Salina. I was in singing groups in high school. I made all-state choir one year. I'm probably a better singer than I'm definitely a better singer than a guitar player. But hey, we all we mask what we can and go. So music's always been a part of my life, and now I call myself a hobby songwriter and enjoying the heck out of it.
Great. What are some of your musical influences in terms of your songwriting?
A little bit of everything. As I mentioned, my mom had me on show tunes, classical music. So you might catch me listening to NPR. I might be listening to the Grand Ole Opry. I might be listening to an opera. If I had to pick a few individuals for my songwriting that I very much respect, as every songwriter in the world would say, Bob Dylan, Christopherson, John Moreland, John Prine, folks that I love a lot of Jason Isbell's stuff. If I had to pick one of those that I probably listen to more than any, it'd be John Moreland, actually, out of Tulsa. That is, some of his stuff is just fantastic, just fantastic.
Great. So, what is the spark for the first song you're going to play for us?
I was coming home from Tractor Supply, and I had some railroad ties in the back of the pickup, and I was doing some landscaping, and the question popped in my head, I wonder how old a railroad tie is. And a song was born.
Let's hear that song.
All right. Recollections since I first broke through to daylight. Scrub oak grew and stood for 100 years. Eastern side of the river on a hillside north of Vicksburg. Rough edges and all, even older than I first appeared. Early days, favored by chance, grew slow and gnarly. Birds and critters danced in my arms, acorns they ate. Men on horses, day weary, found my shadow. We play a role, free will of a traveler's fate. Bayonets and cannons of the blue and the gray came marching. A rancid haze, sulfur and piss, screams they haunt. My roots turned red in the blood of young men dying. War is hell, fear and sin become wont. Came skies drenched with rain, and times I thirsted. My bark and trunk were singed and marred by pests. And dirt, hot, cold, fire and flood, wind and lightning I've thrived in my leaves, fosteredness. A cross burned on that hill one dreadful night. Prayed my branch would break into, bent by the noose. Indelible scars carved on hearts, the sting of rope burn. Ignorance and inhumanity, evil loosed. I wept openly as the log road led to a sawmill. Sturdy timber hewn of hardwood blackjack oak. Word had it destined north, working on the railroad. A new type preserved, I was bathed in creosote. Held great on the Atlas line, West Trego County. Many tons of grain we moved those 37 years. I was cold last year, now a young stud holds my station. Stacked in bulk, the old timers like me came here. You sorted me out at the co-op just this morning. Say, my word, a new poem. A familiar role holding pasture back on a hillside. Entrenched in the land for good, no more to roam. A familiar role holding pasture back on a hillside. Entrenched in the land for good, no more to roam.
Just wonderful. And a great, perfect guitar arrangement for it.
Thank you. Thank you. I got to keep it simple.
That's right. It's perfect for that song. So would you play another song for us?
I will.
And I know you have to retune.
I do. We're gonna get out of our detuning here and move the capo up a little bit. This song about 3.5 years ago, I had to make some changes, and I replaced some bad habits with good habits. And becoming a hobby songwriter is one of the good habits. And this is the very first song that I wrote doing that. And what does I don't know why I thought of this, but it's funny. In the movie Silence of the Lambs, Hannibal Lecter asks, "What do we first covet?" And the answer is, we covet what is around us. And this song is about my backyard, which is the northern Flint Hills. We live up north of Manhattan, Kansas, on Tuttle Creek Lake. And I entered this song in the Winfield songs about Winfield, knowing that Winfield is considered the gateway to the southern Flint Hills. So I guess this we can call this my gift from the northern Flint Hills to the southern Flint Hills. You're a lonely whippoorwill singing in the early morning, dancing flames on the prairie, black smoke rising. You're an autumn leaf spinning round over Clear Creek pebbles, butterfly drifting slowly over pretty petals, dogwood blooming in spring, black squirrel hollow, hard out calling at dusk, tale of sorrow. winter gray white-tailed deer alert and blowing, snow on moonlit cedars, Tuttle Creek's frozen. My Flint Hills home, she calls to me. Her palette changes over time, patiently, relentlessly. Each season reveals unique design. You're a gnarly old oak that's drowned and slowly dying. The promise of a rainbow, thousand snow geese flying. A kaleidoscope of green, a single trailside blossom. Bobcat, copperhead, lightning bug, and a possum. The smell of rain, the graceful flight of an eagle. Cicadas and coyotes sing, a buck stands regal. Limestone scattered, draw, tall grass waving. A chill on the air, hard rut, the leaves are a-changing. My Flint Hills home, she calls to me. Her palette changes over time, patiently, relentlessly. Each season reveals unique design. You're a lonely whippoorwill singing in the early morning.
Wonderful. Dave Sommers, thank you so much for coming in and sharing your music with us.
David, thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
This is David Haken with KC Cafe Radio.